Hey everyone, good evening. It's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and gonna make a video tonight. I've won a few things in some auctions, and had a few things I got on eBay. They're all oversized issues. They're all kind of like the oddball type issue, but I wanted to take a chance and get some of these graded, and I think some of them have some really good value to them, and some are pretty hard to find, I think, and others are pretty common, but I really enjoy looking at them. So I'm going to turn the camera around here, and we're going to take a look at some of these oversized issues I've picked up here in the last week, and I'm really happy to add these all to the collection. So hold on while I turn the camera around here. Okay, here we go. First up, that's right, this beautiful 1964 Aurora Vision Kaline, and gotta give my friend Jason, Everyday Card Collector, a head nod here, because he was the one that originally started collecting these and got my attention, and I really love the Kaline and the red background. I think this is probably the best looking of these Aurora Visions, and they're just really cool. And Jason, I believe he has the complete set now, and but I really love this Kaline. Just fantastic with that red color. And this one here still has the tab. It's not, the hole hasn't been punched. And they're not very expensive. You can get them fairly cheap, and they're just kind of a really unique item to add to the collection. So real happy to add this to the Kaline collection. Now, I won an auction lot, and I won a bunch of these paintings, or oil painting copies. These are the Arco Boston Red Sox, and this is Carl Yastrzemski. And I believe they came out in 1969. Yeah, there's the copyright, 1969. The back's just chock full of information. And Carl Yastrzemski, one of my favorite players. I really liked the Red Sox in the 70s, and they had such a good team with Yastrzemski and Carlton Fisk, Dwight Evans, Butch Hobson, Carlton Fisk, of course, and Louis Tiant. Just so many guys. A young Fred Lynn, and just a really fun team to watch play. And so Carl Yastrzemski was one of my favorite players. I loved him. He was an old veteran in my mind. I was 16 years old, and he seemed like an old man then. And just a great player. So real happy to add that Carl Yastrzemski. I have a few other Red Sox ones as well, but I wanted to kind of just show some of the guys that names are fairly recognizable. Rico Petrocelli, just a really cool, print here with them sliding into the base, and they're just really kind of neat. And I won a lot. There was I think 40 of them, 40 total pieces. Tony Canigliaro, kind of a tongue twister there. Tony was a great player, of course, very well known for taking the beaning to the eye with that terrible black eye, and really caused a lot of issues with his vision. Really hampered his career. But Tony C was a great player and had such promise. This one here, a little bit disappointed because it's got a pretty nasty crease on it. But Reggie Smith, and Reggie Smith was a great ball player. And again, I really kind of like these prints with the bat swinging. You can see the white swoosh of the bat. And Reggie was a heck of a ball player, and you can see this pretty young in his career, 66 and 67, 68 were his first years in the majors. This one here I was happy to get. George Boomer Scott, and love that swinging there. I remember him. He was kind of like the main guy on the Milwaukee Brewers when I was a young kid. He got traded from the Red Sox to the Brewers, and he was our all-star first baseman, and a big power hitter. Just a great guy. Had a really quirky, unique personality. And George Boomer Scott, and love it with the gold teeth. Just a great player. Just one of them really good guys in baseball. Just a good guy in baseball. And then here's the lone Met, Jerry Koosman. Jerry was a really good pitcher, and of course he's so well known for being on the other half of the Nolan Ryan rookie card, I guess. But Koosman was a heck of a pitcher in his own right. And these are all different gas stations. These are Zitco now for the Mets. And going to get into one. This is one that I wanted to get in the set here. Don Drysdale. And these are a little bit different. These are kind of paper. The Reds and the Mets were more of a kind of a thicker cardboard stock. And this here's Don Drysdale. Just kind of really neat, the portrait with the black backdrop. You know, so really the face obviously and the picture stands out really great. These were Gulf 76. And just a whole lot of information on the back of them. Just a ton. And so got Don Drysdale, which I love that. And there were a lot of Dodgers in this lot. Duke Snider, I'm sorry, Duke Snider. Just a really, really cool picture. I love this here with Duke Snider. And you can see these are from 62. So quite a bit older of a piece. You know, the Red Sox and the Mets ones were from 69. This is from 62. So got Duke Snider, Willie Davis. Really cool picture of him jumping, kind of snow coning the ball in the glove there. Just a really nice smile portrait for Willie Davis. Was a heck of a ball player. Good power hitter back then. Tommy Davis. Nice one here. A little bit of dirt smudge on the bottom. But nice Tommy Davis. He was a good ball player as well. This is a really nice one here. James Gilliam. And I love the action picture down here. Pretty cool. And just a really nice portrait of James. And if you look back, you can see he was kind of, you know, playing in Montreal in the 50s and came up to the Brooklyn in 52. So he was a very early player to break the color barrier to integrate baseball. So James Gilliam, just a really nice piece. Really nice. And here's a cool one. Frank Howard. Oh, Frank, he was just a big man and a big power hitter. And you'll see a lot of pictures of him like standing at first base with Freddie Patek. And, you know, Howard was 6'7", Patek was about 6'3", so the size difference was just unbelievable. But you can see there Frank was 6'7" and 250. A big man. That's a big man at any time, but when you go back in the early 60s, that was a really big man. And you can see there's some discoloration on the side here. I didn't really pay all that much for this whole packet. I think I won the bid for $60. And there's Johnny Padres. A really good pitcher with a lot of notoriety for some World Series heroics. Here's Maury Wills. Some people feel he should be in the Hall of Fame. He was a great stolen base. He had the record for a while. Then Lou Brock broke it. And then Ricky Henderson, of course, broke Lou Brock. But Maury Wills, really good player. And just a good guy. And his son played in the majors. Bump Willis. So I do have a bunch of other Dodgers that I'm not going to show. And have a few Braves I want to show you. This is the Atlanta Braves, not Milwaukee, but this is Joe Torre. Of course, he was a great ball player in his own right. In the Hall of Fame, largely for his managerial, but you know, you look at Joe's stats, and he held his own on the baseball field. That is for darn sure. Very good ball player. And these are from 66. These were pure oil. And so 66, Joe Torre. A little bit, I knew it was going to be like this. You can see up top here, the Hank Aaron. There's going to be some paper loss. The best this would ever be would be a SGC one or a PSA one. But still just a really nice, unique item, I think, for Hank Aaron. And really for me, like, you know, the face and the follow through, that's, you know, that's what really matters to me. And I knew going into it that the auctioneer did say that this had some issues. So it's not like it was a surprise. You can see it up there. And so I knew this going into the Hank Aaron was pretty banged up. But this is another one that I was really going after. My man, Edwin Lee Mathews. Eddie Mathews. Love this pure oil. Just fantastic picture of him with the batting helmet on and his soft cap under the batting helmet. And just a real nice follow through on a swing. The hand coming off the bat. That beautiful left-handed stride that he had. Eddie Mathews. Love it. Just love it. Really, really happy to add this to the collection. I've been looking at one of these for a while. And man, I can knock this off my list. So I'm pretty fired up. Now, the last thing I want to show you, I just got this in the mail today, and you don't see these a whole lot. Here's our red Al Shandings. These are 1954 All-Star Pack photos, and you just don't see a lot of them. They were given out at the ballpark in 54 and 55, and there's nothing on the back. And you can see there's a little bit of a stain here. But the photo itself is really nice. This corner's dinged up, but the actual picture is really, really nice. And if you go look at a pop report on these 54 All-Star photo packs, and there's just not a whole lot of them. And so red Shandings, absolutely happy to add that to the collection. Here's another one I'm really fired up about. Minnie Minoso, 54. Look how young he is. I just love that with that stride and the unique stadium in the background, and he's still going by Orestes here, Minoso, not even Minnie yet. Again, the back is clean. These are from 1954. Not many of these graded. I think the pop's under maybe 5. So really, really happy to get these. These can get kind of crazy in price. And this was the big one I was after. Eddie Mathews, love it. This is one that I've been looking for a while. It's in pretty good shape. Again, the back. And I believe there's 3 of these graded. 1 by PSA, 2 by SGC. And this is really, really exciting to add to the collection. So I'm just happy to have that Eddie Mathews join some of my other oversized Mathews items. And just real happy to add them to the piece here. I think I'd showed you this one before. This Perez Steel that I got. You can see it's faintly autographed up here. It is his signature. I'm pretty good at seeing his signature now, but real happy to add this Eddie Mathews. And a good mail day, all in all. That's all I can say. A good mail day. So really fired up about this here. And then to add that Eddie Mathews. Really 2 nice pieces along with the Drysdale and some other things. So real happy. But wanted to share this with you guys and keep on collecting. Days like this make the hobby really, really fun. It's fun to pursue, and you bid on things and you hope you get them. Like with these 54 All-Star packs, I was pretty nervous. The seller had the Ernie Banks. He had a Mickey Mantle, Stan Musial, Ted Williams. There was an Al Kaline that was a little bit beat up, and some of those got like out of sight. I thought I put in a really good bid on the Al Kaline, and I went with my highest bid I felt good with. Didn't win it. There'll be another chance. The Mickey Mantle went really, really high. So, and those can get really, really expensive, especially if they grade out like in a 4 or 5. They're tough to find. So, and I'm also really enjoying this book. I can kind of go through a page at a time and just learning about these old players. And I'm probably going to take a leap into the T206s at one time. But going from T206 to this, I'm going to bust a pack here just for the heck of it. I went to Cracker Barrel, and as I was checking out, I saw these and thought, you know what? I'm going to buy me a Bowman 2024 pack. I've not bought a Bowman, so I'm going to open this up and we're going to see what we got in here. And I think most places have Cracker Barrel. It's just like a really nice kind of sit-down restaurant. And I was surprised they actually had some baseball cards there. And bought them. And let's see what we get here. All right. Jason Dominguez from the Yankees. Adley Rutschman from the Orioles. Jordan Lawler. Corey Seager. I know a lot of people like him. Here we go. Luis Matos. A prospect power-up. Max Clark. I have no idea what the pull rates are on these things. I've got no idea. So I guess that was my one card there. Emmanuel Tejada from the Yankees. It's a first card, Bowman first card. Abimelec Ortiz from the Texas Rangers. Michael Arroyo, Seattle Mariners. Walker Jenkins, first-round draft pick from the Minnesota Twins. Seems like it's got a little bit of a refractor or something to it, so I guess that is. And I got the Marcelo Meyer from the Boston Red Sox, so kind of a shiny little card. But anyways, and I guess the anti-theft card to go with it. So that's that. Little 2024 Bowman, along with some 1954 Mini Minoso, spanning 70 years from 54 to 24. So, guys, enjoy the hobby. Keep on collecting. It's been a blast. And I just hope everything's coming good for you guys. We're heading into kind of a season of, you know, the World Series is upon us. And I'm actually already thinking about Strongsville and been talking to a few people. And we're going to have a really, really good time in 25. So keep on collecting. Enjoy the hobby, and we will talk later.